Hello, welcome to the First Lady Point of View show, everyone. I'm your host, the First Lady Felicia K. This is where you can expect culture, music, news, reviews, fashion, and exclusive interviews. And today we got a special treat. Oh yeah, legendary. So stick around. I got a legendary exclusive coming up for you right after this.
It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. It's the First Lady Point of View.
I promise you guys, y'all are in for a real special treat. If I cry a little bit, just bear with the kid, you know. This show means a lot to me, so I'm not going to put it off. I'm not going to keep you guys in suspense any longer. I want to introduce to you guys, we all know them as legends. That's what they are. We have none other than Marvin Mitchell and Von Griggs in the house today. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Man, good to see you. It's been a long time.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Welcome home, first off.
For sure.
I want to, that's what this show's title is. It's called Life After. Every segment has a title, and that one was a no-brainer for me and the production assistant because most people know the story about where you've been. And I want them to know the story about the after. So that's what we're going to get into today. Okay. We're going to talk about the Gang Tragedy Awareness Foundation that you guys started, the LLC. I want to get into that, and I want to find out what made you guys go there. But first and foremost, I want you all to introduce yourselves. We'll start with you, Von. Tell everybody your first and last name and where you're from.
Well, my real name is Savon Griggs, but I'm more commonly known as Von. From Sacramento, the South area, more commonly known as Meadowview area, Meadowview community. And now that I'm home, I'm here to be an asset to my community.
All right. And you?
My name is Marvin Mitchell. Come from the same community you come from, around the block from you. Come from the same community that Von comes from. And I'm just here to put the neighbor back in the hood, man. You know, because when we put the neighbor out of the hood, we was just left with the hood, and then you know what happened after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my mission.
Yeah, we made it though.
We made it.
Yeah, look at that.
We made it.
Look at it. A whole testimony.
Come on.
And you got to put it out there because you want to bring awareness. You know, that's what this is all about. That's why I like to invite my people, my community onto the show, just to let people know that it don't always have to end where it started. Yeah. You know, and I don't mean like you living where you started. Yeah. That's not the issue.
You live long enough, you understand that success is never a straight line.
There it is, right there. Yeah. So you guys, I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna just go so we can get into the good stuff. Okay. We got to talk about the grim to get to the good, just to make it all make sense. Okay. And because this might wake somebody up, because this is an international. Yes, they will see this everywhere. Yes, ma'am. And it might be somebody laying on a cot
somewhere.
And say, oh, wait a minute, what did they just say? How long were you gone?
I was gone for 26 and a half years. Okay. Yeah, in prison.
And Von?
32 and some change.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna keep my
composure.
Yeah. I know it was hard for you all because it was hard for us collectively as a community because we was all kids.
Right.
We're all peers.
Right.
When you guys went away.
Right.
So this is just major for me just because not only did you guys live to come out to the other side, but I got to live to see it and to be able to put you guys in this position with me. And for that, I thank you both. No, I'm grateful.
I thank you.
Because I get to be a part of the journey.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you guys decide to start the whole LLC as far as the gang tragedy awareness? What made you guys decide to start that?
Well, it wasn't, like I say, it wasn't an overnight process. I know, speaking for myself, for a long time, I tried to throw myself a party in the penitentiary. You know, I was trying to avoid or deny, I was in denial about my situation.
Okay.
And so it wasn't until people around me started to die, it wasn't until one day a cat came up to me and said, man, you still in the pen BSing, huh? And I said, nah, man, I ain't BSing. He said, man, yeah, you are. He said, but I got something for you.
Okay.
I said, man, what you got for me? He said, man, I'm going to do you a favor. I said, what you going to do? He said, I'm going to let you see me walk up out of here, and maybe your dumb ass might wake up one day.
Okay.
And then it kind of like, from there, it kind of like started to seep in a little bit that, look, man, you can't throw your whole life away in the penitentiary, man. You know, it get dark. I think that for sure, I was a candle in the sun, Felicia, you know, like for real. I couldn't see my purpose, and God was like, well, I'm gonna throw you in the darkness where, and it wasn't until I was in that darkness where I could say, damn, I am the light.
Right, right.
And so that's when I started to build a little bit of momentum and started to want to change, and this is how we eventually came with that.
So did you guys end up, I'm gonna throw this one to you, Von. Did you guys end up in the same facility at the same time from the beginning? Or was it a situation where you just woke up one day and was all like, Mom? How did y'all end up together? Well, you know, I know the story, but we got to let everybody else know. Von gave me a look like, girl, you know.
Well, it's funny to us because I was already in prison for 6 years when him and David Couch arrived to prison, and they started their time off, got off the bus exactly where I was at. And David, they moved him just 2 cells from my cell when they got off the bus. And when I was checking on who was that moved in, he was like, this is Couch blood. I'm like, where you from? He's like, Matterville. I was like, what's up, homie?
Yeah.
And he said, Mitch is over in their building. So our stuff started from the beginning, very beginning, together. And we all ended up, he moved over there where we was at.
And that's a blessing in disguise.
And I'm going to tell you, so not to cut you
No.
the thing was that he, in the beginning, gave me, and this is, it sounds strange if you don't understand, you know, because now understanding we conscious and we understand that it's hard when you look back and see how many kids that you contributed to their institutionalism. But he gave me the tools necessary to survive prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the way down to weapon stock, all the way down to what to look for and what not to say, stay out of people's business.
Right.
So he gave me a crash course on how to, and I think in the end, I returned the favor with, we took these steps to get out of prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been a long journey, you know, so it's been a blessing having him in my life. I ain't always been happy with him, mad at him sometimes.
Yeah. But that's family though. That's family. That's how it goes.
Like,
you know, if everybody could only be so lucky that you end up when you're in a dark
with your family.
Yeah. When you're in a dark place, a dark situation, and then that familiar face come in, and you could be like, okay, even though you're sad to see your loved one come in there, because you already know what they in for, right?
Yeah.
But to be able to be like, okay, but we got each other.
I needed that.
Now when I know when he get down, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
And when I get down, he gonna be there, and we gonna keep each other with perspective.
Yeah.
We walking out of here.
Yeah.
We leaving here because this is about reform. This ain't about I gotta show everybody how I ended up here. You already know.
You already know.
And
I'm gonna be that. You know. You already know, right?
Yes.
And that's the thing that I think that's what make this what y'all doing right now so beautiful. It's like everybody want. I noticed that when people come home, a lot of people they be still caught in the, oh yeah, so and so they don't really realize you do know what was supposed to go on there, right? Like some people, people are still who they are when they come home, but at the same time, you got to understand now you're dealing with a whole mature adult with real perspective.
And let me say this too, is that if I never wanted to use prison coming out is my freedom to say that I'm using it as a proper device to gain me credibility.
Right.
If I'm not speaking from a teaching perspective or giving somebody clarity, then there's no reason to mention the fact.
Right.
You know, so I don't come home trying to stand on the fact that I did 26 years in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
I come home on some, man, look, I know that what I took from my victim first and foremost, when I took his life, Bradley Hebert, I took every choice and every chance, every possibility, every opportunity from him. I took him from his family.
Right.
And so the mission that I'm on would never be finished because what can you pay for a life?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, though, this is the mission. This is part of my paying my amends.
That's right.
You know, living my amends every day, because now I have clarity. Now I can actually say I'm authentic to who I really am, who I was supposed to be, who my mama wanted me to be.
Yeah. And you know, and that's the thing about environment and choices and culture. At one point, it was a situation where, I'm gonna just say it, you know, because that's what this is all about, the transparency of it all. It was at one point, it was so wicked out here. It was kill or be killed. A lot of people because I want to put that out there to my viewers. Marv was a full-fledged one of the first artists, serious artists to come up out of Sacramento. To this day, I know people that still play Marv Mitchell and LeMay CD in other states. So I don't want people to just get sidetracked with the, he was just a gang member that did all this time for, no. It's about the gang tragedy awareness. The tragedies that come out of the gangs in the end, because you're talking about a young man that could be what Snoop Dogg is for Meadowview, what Snoop Dogg is for Long Beach. That's a fact, because my children wasn't even born at the time, and they could tell you every word on that CD. When I told my daughter that Marvin Mitchell was going to be on the show, oh my God, you know, so that's major, and I want people to understand that's the whole thing when you're talking about the gangs and stuff. And I salute you guys for starting this movement, because it is important, to let the kids know. And then I'm watching, and it goes back to it go hand in hand, the culture. Like when we was coming up, it was environmental, right? It was kill or be killed. You gotta click up or they gonna hit you. I remember we would be dressed cute in our little cute outfits and at a house party, and then next thing you know, we on 69 in Doreena's bathtub hiding for our life for bullets.
Come on.
Somebody, what's going on? Couch just got shot. I remember that so vividly, and I was a young girl just having fun with my friends that I've been knowing since the kindergarten. So, and it was just circumstance. It was environment. So, and that's the thing I be wanting people to understand is, in Marv, 2-parent home. You know, people, y'all got to understand, it's not always, I know what the media put out there. Like, it's not always about, oh, they from a broken home, they from the ghetto. They was, nah. It wasn't that. Trust me, we come from,
I met people in the penitentiary. He can attest to this. Is that from certain neighborhoods that where they mothers and fathers was doctors and lawyers. Right.
Look at my mom. Yeah. And people would be like, you know, I didn't know Buddy was your brother. I didn't know. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's it's just all, man. People just got to understand it. I mean, y'all gonna have to come back, because this is something we can really dissect. Like
as many times as you need. And I wanted to tell you, and I'm sure he feels the same way, as we appreciate you allowing us to use your platform.
Oh, absolutely.
For our message.
We're going to get y'all back on here, because I'll probably do an hour, man. It's like, we could really because I want to really, I'm watching all these young artists and stuff die who got the same potential. Like I said, that's why I was going with this, because ours was circumstance. There's this choice. How you already touching $1 million, but because you heard so-and-so say he a blood on a record, now you a blood. You ain't never went to this place in your life. You know, so it is what it is. You know, everybody look at things differently. But we're going to get ready to go to a break shortly. And when we come back from the break, I want you guys to talk to me a little bit about the gang tragedy awareness movement, because that's important, and that's what this is all about. But I think everybody was expecting it to be what it's going to be. This was going to be a family reunion. Yeah, and I'm so excited that you guys gave me the exclusive. Like I said, I'm probably going to cry in the car, like the movie She Gonna Cry in the Car. I'm going to probably bawl like I just caught the Holy Ghost, you know. So it is what it is. But you guys stick around. We'll be right back after the break with some more legendary dialogue with none other than Marvin Mitchell and Von Griggs. We'll be right back after this.
First lady point of view.
145 over 92.
180 over 111. I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Lowering your high blood pressure could save you from a heart attack or stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it, or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about the Gang Tragedy Awareness Movement with the co-founders, Von Griggs and Marvin Mitchell. And I got you guys. I know you guys thinking, wait a minute, I want to know more about this. Y'all will, because guess what? I'm officially telling you guys right now, this will be a 2-part series. They'll be back. I got you. Don't worry. So, Von, I want to talk to you about the movement. Tell me a little bit about it. What exactly is the Gang Tragedy Awareness, and what do you hope to see it do?
Hope to see it usher change.
Okay.
And bring awareness to the tragedy of gang involvement.
Okay.
How gang involvement, being in prison all them years, you in the cell, you thinking of what it has amounted to, especially when you sitting there and your family's passing away. You kind of locked in on some teenage thinking, expected some teenage expectations out your friends as they having families, growing up, moving on, but where you at?
Yeah.
But you didn't put yourself in a depressing situation off your own choices. Because didn't nobody tell me to do what I did to John Hampton, in which I'm paying it forward. Always gonna be trying to make amends about that. But we know that gangs, it don't lead to nothing.
Yeah.
It don't lead to nothing. It's not worth your involvement. There's other choices you have out there. Don't put yourself in a box.
Right.
I'm a Blood or I'm a Crip. That little box, when you got thousands of other things you can be.
You kill all the possibilities. And also, I know people see GTA and they think of the video game. And so what I played off of, what we both played off of it, also Danny Owens is, Danny. Danny was one that came with the name for us.
Okay.
And so after he came with that name, I started to play with the curriculum.
Okay.
And so as I played with the curriculum, it was, okay, GTA has 4 doors to it, just like a car.
Okay.
So the first door is what is violence, the second door is the illusion, the third door is the rebirth, and the fourth door is unlocking the power. So when you come out of that 4th door, now you get the keys. You ain't got to steal the car. Now you have the keys to success.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
GTA is an ongoing thing, and then it also goes to experts. Now, if you see the way experts is spelled, I'm an ex-con, he's an ex-criminal, we lifers,
Yeah.
ex-gang members. So
Right.
that's why it's spelled with the X without the E.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're experts in our own experience. Because look, me and Von had to go to the board. It took us the same amount of work as you would have to take to be a master, to get a master's degree.
Yeah.
It took us the same amount of work. So I'm an expert in my own experience, because when you could speak about something without glorifying, rationalizing, or justifying your criminality, then you can speak from an expert's point of view.
Come on, somebody.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
so now this is why we call ourselves experts, because we've got rid of the shame. Because when you live in shame, you invest in a false narrative.
Yeah.
You invested in a false narrative of your life, and it ain't till you start telling yourself the truth and owning that responsibility, then you could say, I'm an expert because I'm willing to speak. Because in the hood back in the day, I couldn't tell you that I was afraid or scared.
Yeah.
I could tell you now because I'm authentic to who I am.
Right,
And
right.
being authentic simply means acknowledging all your emotions and feelings, not just anger and turning that into violence, which I used to get validation for, but I was really afraid. That's why I joined the gang. It wasn't it wasn't. Come on, man.
Because
Because
they're
I
gonna
care
hit you
more.
up every day on the way
Man,
home.
come on.
Man, he got everything. He got the new
Come
Jordans.
on,
His mama
come
just
on,
got a new
come
car.
on.
It was different.
It
That's
was
what I want
different.
people to understand is right now, please trust me. I get it. Y'all feel like, well, you did it. So-and-so did it. He did it. She did it. It's different.
And also the fear that I'm saying, is that you had a kind of fear where it's not that I hate you. I only hate you because I see something in you that I lack in myself.
Right,
And that's
absolutely.
where the fear comes from, and that's why the hatred, and that's why I want to knock you down,
Right,
is
right.
because I'm feeling like you have something about you that I'm lacking within myself.
Right.
So that's where the fear comes from. And so I was willing to commit murder to gain acceptance. I was willing to use violence as a everyday resource to say, look, man, this is how I'm going to deal with. This is the currency I'm going to use in my dealing with other men.
Okay.
So that's what it all boils down to.
So, do you guys plan on like going to schools and touching, like schools will be starting here pretty soon. Do you plan on going to like schools, or like even booking, like as far as sometimes people just book you guys for like motivational speaking at like colleges and stuff. So is that where you guys going with it, or do you guys want?
GTA is mobile. We'll come to wherever you need us to come to. We just now got we got certified in mental health.
Oh, look at him both. Look.
Yeah, we serious about this. This ain't no game.
Oh my God.
So we going into juvenile hall soon. You know what I'm saying? We about to start a podcast, clocks and calendars.
There we go.
Man, listen,
look at this.
Listen, we ain't been out, 6 months yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
We on the move, though.
Well, I'm going to come on there and dialogue with you guys. I don't even do interviews. I think I've done one interview my whole broadcasting journalism career, and that person, it took a lot for him to get to do that. So that's why I'm like, I'll do one for y'all, though.
Yeah, and you know what? And we need one
definitely.
Because you're the real homegirl. We used to look up to you. Quit playing.
Right.
That's what Buddy said. But I'll get into that with y'all afterwards. I'm like, no, don't say that on there. Don't say that. They better act like that. I'm like, no, don't say that.
Right.
But you know, I just want to. I'm really looking forward to watching this whole thing unfold. And I thank you guys for giving us an exclusive, because y'all barely even getting it going, and I'm like, oh man, and it wasn't about like. None of the fluff and the puff. No. It was all like, oh my God, I gotta have him on season 1. Everybody was all like, well, just wait to season 2. No. I gotta get him right now. I want him on season 1. This is important. Like, as soon as I seen that, like, I said, what is this he got going on? And I hit him up and I said, Marv, I want to talk about this. Yeah. This is major. Yeah. This is major. And you guys look so good, and you guys just look like, and I know it doesn't happen often. I don't live in a fairy tale, you guys. I know this doesn't happen often, where people get out and you see the reform. I see that when I see you, Kings.
Appreciate that.
I see that. It's a glow. Y'all didn't get wore down in there. It didn't look like you guys don't look like, if y'all was walking down the street, he been institutionalized. That man been in. I don't get that. I look at you guys as exactly what you are, as kings, as gentlemen out here trying to make a change in the community. And if I didn't know you, I wouldn't think that you just did almost 2 lifespans in prison, and that's a good look. But what's a great look is that y'all are not ashamed to get out here and talk about that. And it's risky, because people will say, you want to put that out there? And then people, from my perspective, will say, you sure you want to talk about that? You know, you don't want to. Yeah, I am, because you got platforms for everything else. Now, if I was to have somebody on here that was on the other side, you know, people would be like, oh, that was a tragedy. But you got to understand, game is a tragedy too. And that's why that name is beautiful.
And that's what I'm going to tell you, is that sometimes the remedy for the poison is in the poison.
Yeah.
And we
the
will once
antidote is usually made out of what the problem is.
Come on. You know? So at the end of the day, the reason why we didn't wear it, because we didn't try to hold on to it. And a lot of times you get dudes coming out of prison, they want to hold on to that narrative. Yeah. And I'm no longer caught up in what you think about me as far as him being a criminal. That ain't what makes me great. What makes me great is knowing who I am in 3D. That's mind, body, and spirit.
Hello.
You see, so that's where we at.
I'm so proud of y'all. I really am. Like, this is crazy. Oh man, I want to know what they can expect from y'all. Let me keep my composure. I want to know what they could. Y'all, this is the first for me out there. Y'all, what can they expect in the future from the whole gang tragedy awareness movement? What can they expect? What do you want to, put out there for the people to know that they can expect that's coming with this whole car?
Well, we want to inspire. We want to empower. Okay. We want to heal our community. Okay. Where we can heal our city, where we can heal our people, where we can heal people in general. That's what we're trying to do.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. And that's what it's all about. I'm here for it. Man, I just want to see much more to come from you all, and I'm happy about everything, and we definitely going to do this again real soon. Yes. And once I commit to it and let them know that it's going to be a part 2, they're going to be expecting it. Yeah. So that's what it is, man, and I'm just so grateful for you all. You guys want to tell everybody where they can tap in with you guys on your platforms real fast? We'll start with you, Von. What's your social sites?
I got a Facebook, it's Von Griggs. I got an Instagram, it's Mr. Von Griggs. Either of those is fine.
Okay, they got that up on the screen. Your outlets is up on the screen right now. You guys make sure y'all lock that in. And then I want you to tell everybody where they can find you at, Marv.
Marv Mitchell on Instagram, but I'm out here in these streets, so you can find me anywhere. I'm going to pull up, you know, if any situation, I'm willing to help all day, every day. You know, I'm willing to be a big brother to anyone who needs it. And GTA, you're going to see it out there because we're going to push this.
Oh man, thank you all for taking the journey with us today. I hope you all enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed doing the show today. I was truly honored by the presence of greatness today. And we're going to have him back, I promise you all. But I just want to take the time out to let you all know this. Reach back for those that are coming up behind you and pay homage to those who did it before you. It's free and you'll feel good about yourself. To whom much is given, much is required. And we need to move accordingly as the people because, you know, it just makes a major difference in the shift of things. I'm a firm believer of that, and we're just going to leave it right there. All right, and until next time, peace, one love. May God bless your hustle, and I'm out of here.
First lady point of view. First lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the first lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the first lady point of view. First lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the first lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the first lady point of view. First lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the first lady point of view.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here?
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for them? Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Touchdown! Oh, you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. Going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
145 over 92.
180 over 111. I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Lowering your high blood pressure could save you from a heart attack or stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.